streamlined with the post higher ground haircut?
Yeah. As soon as I got back, I got a haircut. Got pretty long, shaved the mustache off. Girlfriend didn't like that. But yeah, nice clean shaved and cleaned up, ready for the season to start.
Coach Satterfield just announced Brendan Sorsby will be the starter heading into next week's team opener. Just talk about what you've been able to see from him here throughout fall camp and since he arrived here at Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's been a great competition between all three of them. Sorsby's came in and has been a tremendous leader for this team and has really got to know a lot of the guys. The first day he was here, he was going around introducing himself to people. And you don't see that all the time with guys. Guys kind of keep to themselves a little bit. He got out and made his name known right away. He's done a great job for us. I'm sure he'll continue to do great things this season and hopefully help us win a lot of games.
The chemistry on this offensive line, just throughout your entire career, how does this compare? This going into the season?
Never really been a part of a whole line returning because 2 years ago, or going into last season, I was the only guy come back, and then this year, before that, I can't even really remember. There'd be 2 or 3 guys that come back, but not a whole line. It's just allowed us to dial in on the small details. We knew the majority of the stuff throughout the season last year, but there's the little details that you can learn.
What's an example of like a small detail that you keyed in on?
Say the safety or something. The safety to the field rolls down. Instead of making a double team call with myself and the right guard or left guard, I can make called a trio call, and it's really it's from me to the right tackle. We're all working a combination up to that safety or something like that. Just little things like that because there's always games, there's always people coming trying to create havoc and stuff like that.
A lot of new faces on the defensive side of the ball, particularly up front with the injuries. What have you seen from guys like Leonard Barber, Marquez Parker, and those other young guys that have gotten extended reps?
I think they'll be really good football players. You come in as a freshman. I didn't get that many reps as a freshman. And for them to be just thrown into the fire like that, it's going to make them very good football players. And Cam Rutherford and guys like that, Cam's got tremendous twitch. Last year I played against a lot of guys with a lot of size. They were bigger than me. But that kid, he has a lot of twitch. And I see a lot of the similarities in those 3 freshmen that came in. Very twitchy. They'll continue to get stronger, and they'll be really good for us.
Having a year of experience under your belt now in the Big 12, kind of knowing what to expect, has that changed your preparation at all as a group?
Yeah, somewhat. Going into some of the teams we played last year, we're going to play them again. I tell you, some of the defenses that were throwing at us were difficult some weeks. It took a lot of studying by me and the rest of the guys to try and figure out, what's the best game plan and what calls can I make to make the play the most successful. So going into a season with, knowing that, it's going to be tremendous for us.
You haven't been in a game situation yet, but what is it about Sorsby that you feel when you're, in the hurry up or whatever huddles you might use?
He takes control. He doesn't take in the past it was kind of me trying to get everybody, and I still do that. And so is Kansas and the rest of the linemen, but he gets us set, he gets us ready to go, he gives us the call fast. He gives me the call as soon as, if we're in huddle or not, he gives me the call. If it's a certain protection, what would kind of, hinting towards what way I need to slide it as we're breaking the huddle. So he takes command really well, and he's very vocal.
The depth at the offensive line position, obviously Coach Satterfield has mentioned there's 8 to 10 guys that could come in and see significant time. Talk about the Coach Cardwell and the development that he's put into you guys and what that means for you guys.
He's a tremendous coach. I couldn't think of a better coach for me and the guys we got. He's developed me so much since he's been here. He's a lot of things that I have as part of my game to his advantage in this offense, being fast and trying to get out in the open and run. He's used a lot of us that have that athletic ability. We think to his advantage, and it's in the run game it's worked out really well for us.
Now as well, obviously first season with the 18 tablets on the sideline. Just from the player's perspective, what's that been like for you guys to be able to have that technology?
You can come right off the field. The 2 scrimmages we had them out there with us. Just trying to really learn how they work before this Saturday. I'm not sure if we'll get them out there again, but just fooling around with those. To instantly have feedback as soon as you come off the field. Like, when I come off, he usually asks me, where was the linebacker? Was he over the top of the guard? Was he more over top of me when I'm making calls? And when you come off the field, I don't necessarily have to tell him that. I still communicate, but it's right there on the tablet. You can see everything that happened. We can get, because you game plan for a defense, and then you come out there and they can throw something completely different at you. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be real helpful for us.
Guys all set?